Oh, we're live.
Hello.
It's Tar and Feather Podcast. And here's our intro.
Welcome to the Tar and Feather Podcast. Here are your hosts, Mustached Vet and Ganglion Cortex.
All right. There we go.
Hey, buddy.
That lingers for a little bit. I had to hit hide.
Yeah.
It lingers for
You gotta pull it off.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time. Every time is the right time.
Looking good.
Yeah. So let's see. We got one person watching right now. Let's go to the chats. Hold on. Where's the chat at?
Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, we are. So how do we figure out where the...
You pull it up on this other screen here.
Well, it came up earlier when I was live. So pause that.
I hear my dog in the
hey,
background.
so it should be. There we go. Testing. It pops up in the comments. So
There's
we
a
should
double
be
feed
getting.
somewhere. What is that? Oh, that's
Oh,
me.
it's
Don't worry about it. It's me.
okay. Because I did have our YouTube channel up on my spare screen. So there we go. Hey, 2 people watching us. I think that was just myself.
I had Twitch open, so that was part of it.
It's just both of us watching ourselves. We're live.
We live.
Everybody, we're live.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right.
hey, that's us.
How was your day so far? You're here. We're live. This is great.
It's been pretty good. I was tired last night. Well, I wasn't tired last night. I couldn't fall asleep, so I took a sick day today in order to try and get my sleep schedule back on track.
Oh yeah, that'll help.
Yeah. So I've been hanging out with the baby until 2 to 3 o'clock every morning.
Night shift.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the baby in the room, it just kind of gives Julia a little bit more peace when I have the baby downstairs. And so with little Emma downstairs, she doesn't have to hear the baby groaning and moving around and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, we used to have a baby on the little baby mattress and just carry him on the mattress, floating around. Magic carpet. Yeah. They fall asleep.
I carry her like a football going up the steps. So she's just like in my arm like this.
Oh yeah.
Head right here, legs down here, just taking her up the steps.
Anywhere close by.
Oh yeah. So did you
Okay, let's go.
What were those let's see what else. We went on a family walk for the 4th time. So we got her out in the stroller, and I think it's the 3rd or 4th time we've gotten her out. Went in a little different route today. A town nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So Ben, our dog, decided to bark at a bicycle that kept passing us by. He passed us by like 5 times. So every time Ben had to bark at him.
Yeah.
And the first time was in the park. The first time was in the parking lot. And I forgot to put the leash on him while we were in the car. So when he hopped out, he went right for this bike.
That's my fear.
He doesn't go after the person. He goes after the back tire.
He's spinny.
Yeah. He hates bikes. Like
Maybe
every
it's
time
the chain and the clicking of the sprocket and cassette.
Probably. The cassette.
It's the cassette.
I don't know any of the words on a bike.
Oh yeah, we were all riding our bikes today. Went on a new trail. Went on the bike loop. Went 6 miles. Pretty nice.
Sweet.
Started
6
on one
miles.
end, went all the way to the other.
It's pretty good
Little
exercise.
snack break. Yeah.
How big are their bikes? Do they got mountain bikes or just like little
They got
single
20-inch
gear
mountain bikes.
20-inch mountain bike?
Just got some new ones. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. What is it like a specific brand like Cannondale or?
They are specialized.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that is a brand. Pretty nice, dude.
Great cruisers. Yeah, great through the trails, through the dirt. There was also like a parallel dirt trail, so I think we'll do that next time.
That. And Brooke has her own bike, I suppose. I'm sure she's not running, chasing you all.
She's got a bike. Yeah, she got a mountain bike.
Nice.
She was talking about maybe getting a cruiser if we're on the asphalt trails. Something more comfortable.
Yeah. Are those now for the cruisers? Like I said, I know nothing about bikes. Are they still little skinnier tires?
Well, I wouldn't say skinnier. It's just a different.
I got Google.
There's multiple characteristics that make a cruiser different from like a mountain bike.
Bicycle. Cruiser bicycle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Where
see.
the middle of the frame dips down for the ladies.
It's more like a rolling chair.
Yeah, kind of like a beach cruiser. That's what
Beach cruiser,
think
yeah.
of it as.
Okay,
like a beach, like a cool little beach cruiser. You put a little basket on the front. She looked like make her look like was it? It wasn't Dorothy.
Radio.
It wasn't Dorothy that was riding around with a bicycle and a basket. That was a wild witch from the east, right? Or west? Wild west witch.
I think it's the west.
I think it was the east. I'm not too sure. I haven't watched Wizard of Oz in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So
We just got Wizard of Oz. Chase is very excited to watch it.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. Have they done a remake of it in like the last 50 or so years?
I don't know. I don't think there is.
I feel like
Could
they
be.
shouldn't make a. I feel like they should do it. Let me know if anybody hits us up in the chat. I'm putting us up on the big screen so I can see a little better. It's weird talking to you when your face is only like 2 inches big. I'm trying to focus on you, but then my eyes migrate to myself, and then I just start watching myself for like a minute or two, and then I go back. And when you're bigger on the screen, I tend to watch you a little better. Makes for better communication.
We did move a whole bunch of stuff around, and so the camera's a little different. My monitors are a little different.
Well, you sound good.
Yeah.
I think you were worried about the acoustics.
Yeah, I put a
Without
towel
the
down
carpet.
and a blanket. I got a blanket hung from the bookshelf.
Yeah. How is
Trying to
that
isolate
going?
it.
How is that project? Let's update the viewers on your flooring project.
Flooring project's actually going great. It's going ahead. I would say ahead of schedule. We've
Tight.
got the carpet, the tack strip completely gone.
Mhm.
And so now the next step is I gotta remove some residual glue and then fill in where the nails came out of the concrete, some concrete level.
Now, did you buy any
No.
stuff in order to get that residual goo off, like Goo Gone, or is there a product
Nah.
that you're
They
using
actually
to get that
they
off? or
cheaped out.
just-
They use so little that I haven't really had to worry about it yet.
Oh, so just a little scraper gets everything off.
Mainly for just floor prep before I put down the next step. You're gonna want to make sure
Okay.
it's level.
Oh, gotcha. Tight.
So yeah,
Yeah,
next
we
step
need
is I gotta fill in some holes and then go from there. Decide.
Tight. And you're going with that dark, was it not
I made it-
linoleum?
It's
What
vinyl
flooring
or
are you
something.
going
I don't
with?
know what
Yeah,
it is.
vinyl. Yeah, vinyl. That's what we're doing with the second floor in the house, is putting some. We got half of the floor done.
Okay.
So we got to do the other half. So we've got 2 rooms done. We've got, we turned it into a walk-in closet, and then the hallway, and then the other room is done. So Julia's dad came by and helped us out one day, and I think I was outside organizing the garage and trying to get that all situated, and then Julia's dad and Julia were doing the floor in the house, which there was no room for a third person. I was in there at first. I was just in both of their ways. I was like, all right.
Sometimes it's like that.
I'll just go out there and work on my own garage. So I just started moving stuff and
get double the stuff done.
Going out buying stuff, trying to organize everything, getting shelves and whatnot.
What happens? Yep.
Trying to get a different layout for the gym, all of the squat rack, the barbells, and everything. The dumbbells.
Great space.
Oh, it's so awesome. Got couch in the garage now.
Oh yeah.
For watching football or soccer or whatever. So when it gets a little warmer, it's nice to hang out there. Right now, it's not that nice.
Yeah. You have to layer up, huh?
Yeah. So I have been using the wood stove quite a lot.
You go through quite a bit of wood or what?
Quite a bit. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Depends how hot you want it, right?
Probably. If you were to say bundles, how many bundles I go through? I probably go through 2 bundles for about a 5 to 6 hour period.
It's not bad.
So if I were to go to Home Depot, which I don't, I go to a tree service company right down the road, and they have pre-cut wood.
Yeah,
so
good wood.
It's like $60 and it fills up the back of my truck.
Oh yeah, that's the way to go.
It fills up the whole bed. It fills up the whole bed. So we do that, and
it's a good deal.
Yeah, it's not so bad. So $60 normally gets me to around 3 weeks worth of wood. So 60.
Yeah.
So let's say $75-ish a month on wood.
Yeah, to heat your gym.
And then I also have a propane heater set up too. So I was using that yesterday.
Auxiliary heat.
Yeah. So I was able to get the garage warmed up to over 60, probably 65 degrees yesterday.
Ooh,
but it was
nice. Wow.
It was 45 degrees outside. So it was really easy to warm up. Plus the sun was beating on the garage. So super easy. It was already sitting at 50 degrees inside.
20 to 30 degree temperature differential is pretty good.
Yeah. So I can get that wood stove up to a 30 degree difference, but it's almost like a 3-hour prep.
Yeah.
And then about 5 hours in, then it's hot. Then I'm sitting at like 500, 600 degrees for that wood stove, and we're rocking and rolling. We are rocking and rolling.
I'm jealous. Yeah. I need to get a fire going soon.
Yeah.
It's been weeks.
Fire.
Well, I guess technically I had a fire today. I cooked that steak at a porterhouse. Porterhouse on the egg.
Oh.
Yeah. So carpet's good. Floor's out. I don't know what's after that. Hopefully, painting the house or something.
Painting the house.
Exterior, yeah.
Oh, nice. Wow. Are you painting it yourself?
I think so. Go for a couple weeks or something because there's three main color palettes. So then, just attack it that way. We have pop outs, a base, and then trim color. So a lot of it will be repairing the stucco. Some of it's fallen off or whatever. It's like thin in spots, so you're gonna have to resurface some spots and just go through it. It's gonna take a little time.
It's thinning out on the outside of the house. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just original. So before you paint, you're gonna want to make sure you fix everything, the hairline cracks and skim those spots.
Yeah, maybe some pits. I guess pits.
Yeah, I mean, not too much of that. It just gets like kind of thin and just like flakes off. It seems like, especially if you don't paint it every 10 years.
Right.
And it's never. I don't think it's been painted in a long time, if ever. So.
And you're the second owner to the house?
Yeah, well, third, but pretty much, yeah, something like that.
Right. How old is the house? 1990s?
15, 20 years or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so early 2000s.
Yeah. Mid 2000s.
Yeah, I feel like when I
pretty
was
good house.
when I was going to high school at Mountain View down there, that's when I feel like the big boom in Oro Valley,
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Marana.
crazy over there now.
Oro Valley, Marana. Marana's big. And then all the way up towards
there's
you.
a new spot
And
right off
Vail.
I-10.
I know
So
Vail
there you
started
go.
building.
Yeah,
What?
it's just everywhere.
What new spot? What new spot?
Just right off I-10.
Oh.
Just anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't
Well, I
believe it.
know
You would come
Vail-
back and you would be like, "This is different. Like this is a different spot now.
Different spot.
Everything looks different."
Well, I mean, I feel like Houghton Road. That started popping off when I was in high school. That area right there, because all of that, like Santa Rita, that little division that I used to live in. I feel like that wasn't even that old. That was like early 2000s too. And so everything
Mhm.
just started building. Started building
Yeah,
out.
that's the way to go. Just be independent.
I forget what high school's out there. It starts with a P. Palo Verde.
I have no
Palo
idea.
Verde out there.
Don't know. Don't go to high school. Yeah, I don't know.
True story. I guess the boys aren't either.
Nope.
Schools for dummies.
Wow.
Nerds.
Compliancy.
Yeah. Be a government drone like we
We will not
were.
go to the farm.
Oh, the Rothschild factory.
Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everything all
Yep.
changed. You know, at a very certain spot, right? You know,
Oh, I would
early
like to
1900s.
announce.
Very
I would like to-
industrialized.
I would like to announce that we have a new follower on Twitch,
Oh, good.
Brookie Kazooie.
Oh, sweet. Our first
Thank you.
follower.
Thank you so much, Brooke. We love your support. Thanks for letting your husband do the podcast with me. That's dope, though. I mean, that's awesome. Like, our wives support us.
They're a part of it too at this point.
I mean, exactly. They're not letting us do this. They're like in full support. I like that. They're in full support of this.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Like-
need to do that.
Like every time I'm like, "Hey, we're having a guest on," and then I was looking on YouTube. Tight, Brock.
She's here now. Our first
one of
guest.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite people. She's so awesome. So cool.
All
But
right,
yeah, like
yeah.
I was saying, it's not that
Twitch is working.
they let us do this. It's they are in support of this. You know, at first maybe I kind of was like, I'm gonna do a podcast, and I said it like that. I'm gonna do a podcast because everybody has a podcast, right? And so, but once we got the ball rolling, and once we had an idea and the intro, once we had Dan make that intro, I felt like it was real. I felt like that was really cool.
Dan the man.
It made it official. You customized the background. You got the logos going. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the show notes. I'll take lead on the show notes.
Yeah, I
and,
appreciate that because you're doing a great job.
and talk a lot because I'm very good at talking.
What it's about. We're all here.
Yeah. So if anybody's wondering, I've had a couple people ask me, say, "Hey, get Corey involved more, especially when we have guests." And
I
you
try
know,
to.
we had
Sometimes
Josh
it's hard
on.
to. Sometimes I don't want to interrupt. You know.
Yeah. Get like, there's bromance going on, and you're like, well, they know each other pretty good. Like when we were talking with Josh, it was like it was hard for me to stop talking, and then
Mhm.
like.
Yeah,
was
no,
like-
and so I felt
like,
it was
Corey
appropriate
will interject.
because I hadn't met him yet, and you had, so it was nice to see and interact. And Josh is a great guy, and I can't wait to hang out with him again.
Yeah, there is going to be a part 2 to Joshua Strickland,
Mm-hmm.
Bayou Bandits. We will be talking, I think, more about the band or how he got into it. I had a whole thing written out. It's in the messages.
In the notes.
Yeah, it's in the notes between him and me, or him and us on Instagram.
But so one important thing
gonna...
is, Scott, that he mentioned is that we got to call our local radio stations and tell them we want to hear it. We got to hear some of his songs, and that'll go a long way.
Oh yeah.
You got to call your local radio station and just say, hey, this is a really great band. They got great music,
Yeah, but I feel like nobody listens to radio anymore.
Oh, a whole bunch of people listen to radio.
I don't. Radio.
There's plenty of people that listen to radio.
Radio sucks.
What do you mean? Radio's, well, yeah, it can suck. There's some great stations out there. There's a couple, some of the smaller ones.
I mean, they're all right, but man, when I'm on the road, I drive 15 miles and then I lose the station.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm in the desert where they go 100 miles.
Yeah, I don't.
I see that problem now.
Like I can drive 10 minutes away from the house.
Yeah,
I lose
my phone
station.
routinely didn't work when I was at your house. That's the same thing.
Oh yeah, it's a dead spot here. I use only Wi-Fi.
It's the RF free zone.
Yeah. No cancer in my cells.
That's right.
Until
Keep them outside.
Until I walk into a government facility.
I heard that's why they banned lead paint. It's because it was banning all the the radiation from the outside. Big Faraday cage.
It's a psyop. It's a psyop. It's cancerous. No, it's not. It's actually quite the opposite. It's giving you 10 more years on life.
Yeah, it's protecting you from all the 5G, 6G. Who knows what's next?
It's counteracting the fluoride in your water. Oh, now we're heating up. Let's go. We're heating up. It took us 20 minutes. Let's go.
Triple beast. You gotta get the baby water too. Yeah.
Don't drink fluoride.
Well, I don't know. Is that what? Because how many people are eating paint? I've never met anyone that's just been eating flakes of paint. Like, this is great. Even babies don't eat paint. Come on.
Right. It tastes funny.
I guess for a very short period of time, there is that risk. They're putting anything in their mouth. So
yeah, the cars made from China. Didn't they have lead on it for the longest time?
Bro, all that stuff could
like
have
the
stuff on it.
Like the little metal cars, not Hot Wheels, but like the little generic colored cars, and you're like made from China or Taiwan, and it's like kids were just putting them in their mouth and chewing on them, chipping paint. They're just running around their lead factories.
Yeah, well, it could be like in anything. Some of those cheap bath bombs during Christmas time for kids. Like, who knows what's in that?
Oh, right. I mean, what's
same thing? You're just soaking in, and your skin's hot, and it's all transdermal. So,
yeah. But I mean, what's in anything? Because companies can put what's on the label, and then they're like, 15 years down the road, it's like, oh, Johnson & Johnson did not have tear-free shampoo. It caused a lot of tears.
Yeah.
We did the studies on rats finally, and they were bawling their eyes.
I would say just keep the soap out of your eyes, please.
I don't know. That's a good example for me. It's not the best example, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, they do. Yeah. The rats stopped crying.
The rats eventually they stopped crying.
I did see a video where it was this guy in a kayak, right? And he was outside I can't say which major corporation, right? And it was all leaking this stuff in the water into the river. And he's like, yeah, these guys up on the bank, and he zooms in. Like, yeah, they don't want me down here. And he's like, I don't know why. And he shows the whole river's all rainbow color from whatever they spilled in. Oh, it was paint. The Sherman-Williams factory. Oh
yeah. Oh yikes.
And so and they were like, "Don't look at it. Get out of here." And he's like, "What? You did this, not me.
nothing to see.
Yeah. Please move down river, or I guess up river."
Oh boy, what was it that the Simpsons movie where Homer puts the poop silo down in the lake, and then
been a long time since I've seen that.
The frog with 1,000 eyes. comes out, and then they put the dome around the city because they were polluting the
so that's
lake.
from the movie.
Yeah. Spider Pig, Spider Pig, Spider Pig, just Spider Pig does he swing from a web? No, we don't, because he's a pig. Look out! Something,
Makes me wanna
something,
watch that
Spider
again.
Pig. That's a good movie. It's a good one.
Mhm.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger is the president. He's like, I don't need to read these. This one. It's like, oh, we're doming Springfield. Yes.
Yeah, and that's
Yes.
John Bolton. Yeah, Eepa.
Iba, thousand eyes, a thousand eyes, Iba.
You'll never
thought-
leave the dome. You'll never
They-
leave
they-
the dome.
They thought the grandpa was all senile, and he was like, "No, Iba."
Because Grandpa remembered. You got to listen to your elders. They know.
the baby's teleporting a wormhole through the sandbox.
Mhm.
Classic.
Beautiful.
So there's this picture of, I think it was Tijuana. Amazon's building a factory in either Tijuana or one of those border cities
Yeah, I think I
from
saw
the
that too.
U.S. Yeah, you see it, the factory, and then you just have the slums
Yeah,
surrounding the.
You got the Mirror of Simpson episode or whatever.
Yeah, well, it almost reminds me of the movie Idiocracy,
I've seen
where
that
they
too.
look out.
Yeah.
Where they look out and it's a factory, and then everything around is a landfill, right? I think that's how that movie went. And everybody's wearing
It's part of
Crocs
it.
in that movie.
That's definitely part of it too.
And then you have Camacho, Mountain Dew, something or other as the president.
No, it's Brano. Brano is what makes the plants grow.
Oh, no, it's electrolytes. It's what the plants crave.
It's what it, yeah.
It's what the plants
Dang, I forgot what I was
crave.
gonna say. I was gonna say something too about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
What, Brondo?
Ah, man. Can't remember now. Oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. We gotta talk about something else though, because it'll never come. If I try and think about it, it'll never come back.
It's electrolytes. It's what the plants crave. Well, what if we try water? No, that's insane.
That's insane.
Or what's that one movie? Wall-E, where Wall-E goes on to the
Wall-E.
he goes
That's
onto
pretty
the
good. I haven't
ship,
seen that in a long time.
and
either.
he has the plant inside of him, or he carries the plant, or anyways, he gets the plant, and then everybody's just fat and can't walk in that movie,
It's pretty rough.
dude. Anyways, I don't want to get too far into the weeds on that. Where we're
Okay.
going as a society, because we've gone so far since the 1950s. When
The
it comes
issue,
to health.
Scott, is that you're right, because for potentially hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, we've been walking everywhere, and then you don't all of a sudden, like on a bigger scale than one lifetime, 80 years,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
We've walked less now than we ever have cumulative in man's history. So yeah, you've got to exercise every day, because basically you were exercising every day if you were out in the wild
Yeah,
driving.
I mean, I've felt that since I've been on paternity leave, right? The last 6 or so weeks. It is like, I really have to say I'm going outside today, because I can easily have zero purpose to go outside or to work out, or
Yeah.
I mean, it can really take hold. There was, I think, a 2-day stretch where I think I went out to my back porch. Just walked out there and got like 5 to 10 minutes of fresh air and walked back inside. And then
it's
I'm like,
changed now. Wow, look at that.
I've got to do more. But it's so easy because you got Netflix, you got HBO, you've got
You got your
YouTube.
responsibilities now.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, I love hanging out with my daughter, but we got to go outside too. I got to get her outside
Yeah.
and just stay inside.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That is hard, right?
It's
Even
just
so,
too
even if you
easy
can't get into
to
a
do nothing.
structured gym setting, you still need to do some type of stretch or calisthenic move outside. It is
Yeah.
easy. Brooke, me, when I get home from work, sometimes I would think about it consciously later. Like, I got home and then I never went back outside. And like, maybe I should have.
Yeah.
for a
Just
few
like you
minutes.
did today, just like you did today, get 6 miles with the boys. How long did that take? 30,
About
45 minutes?
It was 48 minutes. Mhm.
Yeah. That's nothing. And that was probably one of their favorite times of the day too. So
Oh, it was great.
tight.
It was
Way to
so
go,
nice
Dad.
out. It
Way
was
to go,
so
Dad.
nice. Yeah.
Super
Next
dad.
time we're gonna run through some dirt.
Super dad. And some sweet jumps.
We're
Gonna
gonna get
record
some
it.
sweet jumps.
Gotta record it on that sweet drone that you got. Do a flyby
Actually,
as they do the
we
jump.
should have. You're right. We could have brought it.
I'm telling you, you're not utilizing the drone.
Because so it's our next time. Yeah, we'll have Logan put it on lock, and then it can we'll fly with us.
Logan needs to put that drone on live.
It's not that capable
It'd be cool if we could put the drone on live and
in
then
the future.
he could just talk and narrate as he's flying.
He can fly from the command center.
Yeah, the command center. Both of you can have headphones like your pilots.
Like fighter pilots while we ride.
It'd be so sick.
That is actually an excellent idea.
I'm full of terrific ideas. Ever since the podcast started, I'm just terrific.
I don't know about that. I think it's a little more deeper than this.
Yeah.
Freedom Way. Oh, you see, I put the Army Way up there,
Where?
up at the top.
Oh yeah. I like it. Oh, you bought a sign?
I think that was yours, the one you gave me.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a long time, and I found it when we were moving everything. I was like, oh yeah, this sign.
I totally forgot about that. Was that when I was visiting? I don't remember.
Possibly.
Because that's a new company that I went through, I think. The Freedom Way. And then
like
that's Sticker Mule.
Can you send me the link for Freedom Way later?
Yes.
I like it. I like the font and everything. It looks pretty good. You can see
Oh.
that a long ways.
So I brought the new flag up. You wanna see it?
I
All right.
do.
Be right back. Yeah, I'm back.
Oh yeah.
Smells like new flag.
It's looking like a new fag. It looks great.
Yeah. So if
I'm liking
nobody knows. Let me talk in front of the
Tell
mic.
us.
If nobody knows, that is the Whiskey Rebellion flag, and we've got Google here, so I'm going to give you a little rundown on the Whiskey Rebellion. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to an audiobook on the Whiskey Rebellion on Audible. So the Whiskey Rebellion. All right. It was a violent tax protest in the United States in the 1790s. So this is after the Revolutionary War. We were poor because we owed France a whole lot of money.
They helped out.
We had to pay back the war bonds, right? It was triggered by a tax on distilled spirits proposed by Alexander Hamilton. The first tyrant that we come across, I believe, in American history. I think, well, technically the first one's probably Shays' Rebellion, but I really got to read up on that one. So my first founding father tyrant would be Alexander Hamilton. Not my favorite dude. The tax was resisted by farmers and distillers in Western Pennsylvania. So like in the area of Pittsburgh and just south of Pittsburgh, I think, right on the PA, West Virginia borders. And this was, they refused to pay and attacked tax collectors. So they tarred and feathered them. Hence the name of the podcast, Tarred and Feather Them. President George Washington led an army. This is our second tyrant, by the way. It is the man himself, GW. George Washington led an army to quell the uprising and assert federal authority. The Whiskey Rebellion was the first domestic challenge to the new U.S. government. Now, some may say that Shays' Rebellion kind of sparked this, because I think Shays was in Boston.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Shays' Rebellion was further east, but the Whiskey Rebellion was big in western Pennsylvania. So what was going on from the book that I listened to? It was a tax that the big whiskey companies could afford. Like, so let's say if Jim Beam and Jack Daniels were still around, they could afford this 5-10% tax on every bottle that they were making. Your mom and pop shops with almost zero profit, they're only making a few $100.
Yeah, small margins.
A few dollars every day, because this is the 1700s, right? So put that into perspective.
Maybe
they're only making like a dollar a day, maybe $1 a day extra to sustain their house, which is probably a farm. So they're already growing other crop and animals.
You got other
and stuff
expenses.
like that. So yeah, they're already at the bottom of the barrel. When it comes down to it, farmers really do get it's hard. It's hard on those people, right? So those were the people that were getting taxed the same as these big corporations. So Walmart, Target, those companies can handle these huge taxes. They can handle these huge burdens, and just get on with it.
Yeah, they really can.
Their profit's much higher, so they can sustain. Plus, a lot of companies have tax breaks if they have a certain amount of, let's say, employees.
Yeah, right. So they're getting it somewhere else. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or by how much money they make, it's capped. So they only a certain amount of their money is taxed.
Yeah, sometimes it is just a percentage, right?
Yeah, a percentage of a certain number. So like, let's say that they make 40 million in 1 year, right? And you can only tax 20 million of it. But yet the mom and pop shop that's making 2 million, all of that 2 million's getting taxed.
Yeah.
They're not getting a break.
A more ridiculous rate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be higher. It could be a higher tax bracket for.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah,
like these bigger companies, but like I said, they can withstand it because their profits are so much larger.
Also, it's like Scott. Why do we have to pay someone to tell the government how much we owe in taxes? And they're like, nah, that's not the amount. This is what you owe. It's like, well, why didn't you just tell me what I owed then?
Why isn't it?
Like, what is all this confusion about? Like, why do I got to go this huge loop to get it done?
Right. I mean, we're in a certain tax bracket, right?
Right, crazy. And there's a percentage based upon the tax. Yeah, so I don't understand why it's so convoluted and there's so many different lines, and it's just like, no, some of these things you've already taxed so many times. Yeah, it needs to end. Like, there needs to be some type of rejection. I don't know. Like, stop.
Yeah, I mean, what you get taxed with at the end of the year, it's like your income tax, for instance. Like, that should just be based on how much money that you made for that 2 weeks, right? Or that month, however you get paid. Then at the end of the year, you owe nothing. You get nothing. That's it. You were taxed perfectly. Like, what's
in a perfect world, in a world run by? Yeah, I know.
Like, were you taxing me in a different bracket when I am in this one? Like, this whole time I've been in this middle class 22% bracket or whatever, and what you've decided, we need a couple extra bucks just to cover our butts.
All right. Honestly,
we're wrong.
What's this about people paying more than 50% in tax?
What's
that all about? What's that? Yeah, what's that about? How do you pay more? Doesn't it technically make you a slave?
Income.
Doesn't
Not
that make
through
you
income,
technically?
but
Well, it seems like a
in your
cumulative
day-to-day
total
life.
for some people, they pay
Well,
more than 50%. Like,
well,
I don't like that.
I mean, the amount of times a dollar is passed around, right? How many times does one single dollar get taxed? Hundreds of times.
Right,
Where
and I
it's
heard
no
that.
longer a dollar.
Scott, I heard
At least
that
that's
about ATM fees
that's my
too.
line.
Like when you use ATM fees
Oh, right.
versus cash, like that dollar gets whittled down because each time you use, $5, and the ATM fee's 50 cents. By the time
Mhm.
you use it X amount of times, it's now 8 into that. Versus if you had paid the same amount in a dollar or a bill,
Yeah.
you don't have that loss in fees. So
No, because it's
maybe
actual.
when I think about that,
Something gets diluted in the
pretty
in the
fast,
digital in the digital market. Somehow it gets diluted differently than it does in. I've seen it explained on paper. I think I would have to see somebody actually put money in front of me in order for me to fully grasp the dilution of the dollar in the digital system.
The one of the simple things is we can't ever have an all digital currency because it'll be the end of all freedom for sure.
Oh yeah, because everything is just going to be monitored. There's a literal.
Yeah, no, and like most things are now, but it would just completely change it to where it would not be normal because you still have the ability to have cash private
now that
transactions.
I mean, let's say that you bought something with cash, somebody on the side of the road, right? They're selling tortillas or
honey.
Honey
oranges. Man's always out there.
Honey's huge around here too. They have a honey box at the American Legion in Newport.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I think it's like $12 or $14 for a jar of localized jar. Like 12 or 14. It's really good.
I bet.
Really good. I forget what kind of flour it tastes like, but it is bomb. Anyways,
we use a lot of honey in our bread.
What if the government was like, "Oh, we don't think that you should be selling honey"? Now they get to tax it all and monitor you, and these are the people that are buying the honey.
No taxes for gifts.
Yeah.
For donations.
Oh yeah. So I ordered
to the B fund.
Yeah, I ordered Wingstop the other night, right? Ordered Wingstop, and I put no tip on it. But then in the directions, I forgot to put I'm giving you a $10 tip.
Yeah.
$10 cash tip. I didn't want to do it through my credit card because it gets that gets diluted.
Diluted, yeah.
So it gets processed. Every time you give somebody a credit card tip, it gets diluted. It gets processed. So
I think so too.
The person that you're tipping doesn't get 100% of the money that you're getting. They're only getting a piece of the pie. They're not getting the whole pie.
It's theirs.
And you're just wasting your money trying to compensate for the amount that the government or whatever processing company is doing it.
A lot of hands in there. Yeah, just like
too many sticky fingers.
Yeah. The sticky fingers on that sticky 60 billion bill that it's the most disgusting thing they could just throw in people's faces.
Sticky bandits.
Yeah, those sticky bandits and their NGOs and their money laundering.
Yeah. Crazy folks.
Yeah.
What else you got? Or do we want to keep expanding on that? I don't know.
No.
So taxation's theft.
That's true.
That's big on this channel. Taxation's theft. Also, that's why we call
Do you
this.
Do you know why I consider it theft? Is because there's so much fraud, waste, and abuse involved, and so it's not used wisely and appropriately, and it's totally just abused, and so that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is they just keep saying more and more, and they never say less.
But who's gonna build the roads?
But the roads always suck. Like, where are they good? Please show me where they're just good.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only roads that I know that are constantly under construction and actually doing some work is the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Yeah,
And
they need it.
you know that makes them money. It makes the state money. If they didn't, if the turnpike wasn't making the state money,
Well,
they don't care.
it moves a
Because
lot of products.
going from my house to downtown, whatever city I live in, I'm not doxing myself.
When you
So
gotta
whatever.
drive, it is important, you know.
Yeah, they don't care about the roads. They haven't told them yet.
The
They haven't
problem
made you
is that
pay
it
for
doesn't
them.
keep up with the growth, and the growth is kind of hard, but it's not.
So
I don't know.
so I think what people are
The
afraid
problem
of
is the environmental
if
code and all that bullshit safety regulations.
EPA and whatnot.
Some of these
all that
projects
stuff.
take 12 years to build when they could literally take 3 years to build.
What the majority of our tax money goes to is administration. It's the overhead. It's all of the people that they pay to file these forms, and they overpay for the actual fixes, for the construction of the bridges, the overpasses, the on-ramps. Just like the government does. They'll take bids and they'll take the third lowest, right? They'll get a bunch of
Yeah.
bids, and then they'll
I
figure out the
haven't
top
delved
three, and
into
they'll take the lowest of those three, right? Usually, I
It's
think
the
that's
same
how it
people,
works.
anyways.
Yeah, it is, and they constantly flip flop on who gets contracts. So, and they always overbid it, and of course, we're gonna pay out the wazoo because all three of those companies overbid it.
Well, so
So-
the problem now, Scott, is that you can't even compensate for things because you bid out your project this year for something you're building in a couple of years, and then, you know,
Mhm.
Beijing Biden comes in and ruins the economy. Now things are 4 times the price. You weren't planning that 2 years ago. And so a lot of road projects have been stalled and
Right.
minimized, and the scope has changed from being something big to something small to compensate for that loss.
Yep.
Things are expensive now, and it's all because of the energy. Because we move on energy, everything revolves around electricity and,
Well,
and fuel.
it's not all. Well, it's that, and you
It's
know
all
how.
about that. Everything's electricity, right?
Well, how much have they
Nothing without it.
diluted the dollar? How much have they diluted the dollar? Now the dollar's not worth a dollar.
That's
Dollar's
definitely
worth
not
like
helping.
50 cents now.
It's pennies.
No.
It's pennies.
And that's
It's like
what
98
happened.
cents. It's like 2 cents of what it was
Yeah. So
originally.
everything's so expensive now. Everything's almost double the price. Or it's like, at least I think things are at least
It's because Congress
20
can't keep helping themselves.
20 to 30% higher. And you might see the same price on some items, but then they make the packaging smaller. So then you also get inflation there too.
It's called shrinkflation.
Exactly. So instead of 6 Pop-Tarts, I get 4.
I have not been
Package
able to make a Pop-Tart
smaller.
myself yet.
Dude, I had Pop-Tarts and yogurt this morning. It was not bad.
Nice. What kind of yogurt? Flavor?
Honey vanilla.
Sweet.
Honey vanilla Greek. I know. Julia
Yeah,
really knocks
Sounded pretty good.
Julia
I like
knocks it out of the park when she goes shopping. She's like, "Hey, I got you special yogurt." I was like, say less."
Yeah.
And I opened it up. I went, "This is actually my favorite yogurt. Honey vanilla is my favorite yogurt." Are you reading that too?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that off there. Like, get that guy. No.
I'm not I'm not starring it or putting it up.
I'm on the other screen, but
Oh no, it's on Twitch. Ban him.
I'm panicking. Get him out of here.
Get them out of here. Fire them. We are getting spammed.
Come on in there. Get them out.
Spammed on
Gotta
Twitch.
get broke on. Get in there and get it.
They're saying,
thank
hey, promote your channel here. We don't need promotions. We've got 3 people watching.
We have. Yeah, that's true.
That's the perfect amount of people. Hi, people.
That's the people I like.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're watching,
Well, I like
Huh.
everyone. It doesn't matter.
comment,
Bye.
chat.
Alright.
Send us
We'll deal with it
some
later.
chat. Send us some chats if you're watching. We like to hear from everybody. Also, if you have a topic that you want to discuss right now,
We
real
would
quick,
love to.
let us know.
Topic suggestions are always welcome. There is a submission form in the link tree. Send it
is
away.
there?
Yep.
Ooh.
Down at the bottom.
Have we gotten any hits on that?
You will see it in the email. No.
Oh.
I'll send one later so you can see like the layout. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody has topic suggestions that they want to hear us ramble on about, or if you think you're worthy, which everybody is, you're worthy to come on the
Everyone's
show,
welcome to come on.
let us know. We can have a discussion. We like to get expert opinions. I am not an expert.
Well,
So we
not in
like
everything,
to-
right? That's why it takes good friends.
Well, that's why we started this. We want to talk to our friends because our friends know a lot of stuff. I hope your friends know a lot of stuff. Everybody has connections. Everybody knows people that know some stuff, and it doesn't hurt to share.
That's true. That was like with your dishwasher. You were like, "What's going on with this thing?" And I just said, "Check to make sure it's draining." And you were looking,
Yeah.
and then you know, there you go.
Well, I almost pulled it all the way out, but I saw that it was there was some wiring on the front end, and I
Yeah.
really didn't want to go downstairs to turn the breaker off on it.
Just like everything, right, Scott? You just gotta think basic sometimes. Gotta stop yourself and go to the basics.
Exactly. Well, I thought about last time I had cleaned the drain on it, and I pulled it out, and it was filthy.
Yeah.
So
gotta
here's a
sanitize it.
friendly reminder: if you are, if your dishwasher is empty at the moment, take a look at your drain.
That's right.
It looked like it was just paint stuck in it, like it was just white stuff all the way around it, like the dishwashing
Yeah.
liquid had bleached everything.
That's
Had zero smell. It was just stuck.
yeah. It's the ma.
I wish you could just
The schmagma.
do that. Yeah, so it took a little bit to get out. Hot water and some dish soap to loosen it all up. Put you back on the big screen. I've been trying to click into the chats every so often to see if we get some extra people. See if anybody wants to chit chat. I mean, this is a good experience though, and maybe in the future we'll actually advertise when we
Yeah.
go live.
We will also get it working for Instagram, I think, and then
Yeah.
be on all three.
Yeah, Instagram I feel like is pretty big. Facebook Live.
It'd be nice, yeah. Oh yeah, we
Ooh.
got to add it there.
Ooh. Facebook Live would be a whole lot better. We've got 480 followers on Facebook.
I
Follow
think
us.
we can have it pop up there.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
can
we
chime in
definitely
too,
do that.
same way. I like that
Yeah.
idea.
I mean, we have 70 people that subscribe to the channel on YouTube, but not all 70 people can be on at once. People have stuff going on a
we
Monday
wish
night.
you could.
People have lives.
We're all busy, and that is the struggle, right? Is being able to make it all work.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it boiled down to today with not being able to get a Frontier Coffee Company on. Is there's stuff pops up, and when you got kids, you got
Life
kids.
is dynamic.
You got stuffs to do. You cannot not do stuff with them. Gotta take care of the family first. Family
They are a
first.
priority, right? They're only at one age once, so
We got another viewer. It bumped up to 3. Here we go.
let's go,
What's up?
baby.
Sup? Good afternoon. Comment.
Good after.
Want to
good
say
evening.
hello? Say
Maybe
hello.
afternoon in Hawaii.
Yeah, we're gonna be on for how much longer you want to do this? 20.
I thought I said it was
21
going to
minutes?
cut out after an hour or something. I don't know.
Okay. That's fine too. So we got 5 more minutes to talk about something. So we've already
No.
talked about the Whiskey Rebellion and taxation.
Well, I don't know if there's time to talk about another whole topic.
And then, unfortunately, somebody that I feel like we look up to the guy, President
Right.
George Washington.
Right.
He led the Continental Army to victory. I mean, he was on his deathbed though. He was not doing good during the Whiskey Rebellion. He was in, I would say,
past his prime. You would say.
Yeah, it was his last good years.
Mm.
He just wasn't.
Oh, Brooke was saying, are we still doing memes? We don't have any memes this episode.
We did not load any memes for this episode. No.
Uh-oh. That's Brooke's memes, though. There you go, Brooke.
Yeah. Seed oils. What about...
Oh, sorry.
What about second gun? Yeah, we didn't upload anything new today. Unfortunately. I probably should have sent some through the pipeline.
Yeah, I got one.
I know.
I got a meme I've made.
Oh, tight. Yeah.
I found that picture on Google Earth, and then I put it in that.
Is that the Marana exit?
No, that's Benson.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's some gas station in Benson.
That's really funny though. I like the. Yeah, we should go onto Reddit and download the ungovernable memes.
There you go. Double harvest? I think so.
Yeah, we gotta start
what?
Harvesting from Reddit.
Yeah, no, I'll find you some. Get it from Ironclad. He's always got a whole plethora of memes we can pick from.
Well, I've been following more pages on Facebook to try and get some based dank memes, some very anti-government stuff.
A new source. I like that. New cash crop.
Yeah. Trad West is a good one. It's religious memes, Orthodox memes pop up, which I find kind of cool.
That's right. Because we keep the book nearby.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this meme up on the stage.
Oh, you can do it.
Oh yeah. Look at this cool helmet.
Okay.
That was from the movie Gladiator.
Where we'll have that up next week too.
That was the guy that Maximus was fighting. He had the really cool face that dropped down. Romans had cool helmets.
Oh yeah.
Don't lie. Oh, so
They had
hey,
the swag.
so I was watching a documentary on the fall of Constantinople because again, I've just been looking into Orthodoxy, Christian Orthodoxy, and all of their beginnings. So it was during the Byzantine Empire, and then so King Constantine, I think that's his name, King Constantine. That's what they named Constantinople afterwards. I think it was like 400 AD, and then it stood until 1452. So almost, I think Constantinople was over 1,000 years old. But partway through those 1,000 years or 800 years, Rome split off. So that's when you had the giant schism from Catholicism and Orthodoxy. So Rome was more of, Western Byzantine or Western Roman Empire. And then Constantinople was the eastern side, the capital of it all. And the Ottoman Empire came through and took it out.
Interesting.
It took 55 days for the Ottoman Empire to conquer Constantinople.
Dang.
But yeah,
so
the wall for Constantinople was sick, right? They had a moat. Yeah. They had a moat, and then they had a wall, and then they had like no man's land, a flat area, another wall, another no man's area, and then another wall. So it was tiered. but it started out with a moat. I was like, man, that's what we should put down at the border.
Yeah, with alligators.
Yeah, did you see that meme with the Democrat Congress dude or whatever?
I did see that.
House of Representatives guys. Like,
in some areas, maybe that would work in some areas. I don't know. I guess some areas do have water. I think of it from like here where there is no water.
Well, you got the Rio Grande. You got the Rio Grande River. That's a big border.
They had those floating buoys. Yeah, I think you just put those floating buoys out there and you're good.
Well, they had the thing with the floating buoys was what was in the middle, that it was like a giant razor wheel.
That's the finish line.
It's wild. Yeah, so you're like, I'm gonna climb over this buoy, and you fall in the middle and you like get cut and sliced. And I was like, that's medieval.
Nah, that's not. None of this is medieval yet.
I mean, when the giant EMP hits, then things will get medieval.
No one's stopping that beast from happening, and that's coming from the sun, which is the driver of all climate.
Yeah, the sun. It's gonna be the next Simpsons episode.
Yeah,
that comes true.
When the light bulb turns off.
Yeah, the giant light bulb. Yeah, when government decides to shut everything off.
Well, some people say they went from incandescent to LED light bulb, and that's why the sun looks different.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same. It's a different color.
Isn't that halogen?
Yeah.
It's too hot. Halogen was too hot. You ever touch a halogen bulb?
Well, there you go, Scott. That's how you help climate change, right? Like, as if we're like ants in a cage, and you got the light bulb ahead of us, gotta swap it out. And have our fake sun.
Is that what the rover was doing? It was making a pass through the sun. It's like, here's a bunch of light bulbs.
I don't know.
It probably went to the dark side of the sun, though, because on our side, bright. The other side, it's where it's plugged in, right? It's plugged.
Where the cord comes out. I like that. Yeah.
It's plugged into the universe. Let's go. All right. Well, this was fun. I got to get back downstairs and take care of the child.
I appreciate it.
Hang out with the wife. I got work tomorrow.
So tomorrow do I. That's my Monday. Be busy.
Yeah. So, next Monday, are we still on?
Yeah, sounds like it. Well, so you and I, it might be a different day that we record it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll do something.
That's fine.
We'll do something next week for sure.
Let me know, and then
will you be in town next weekend?
Yeah, I'll be in town.
Then,
so the only day I can't,
we'll schedule it.
Only day I can't record is Wednesdays. I have bowling league. So
it's fine because
Wednesday night.
We got plans in the middle of the week. So,
and I am on call until next Monday morning. So
the Lord will give us grace and provide us time to record when we can record.
All right. Do we want to leave this up for people to watch later, or we want to just hard out?
We got the ending screen.
I was looking for that. There it is. All right.
Like, subscribe, follow,
comment,
give us your suggestions.
Do all these stuffs. Live. Everybody live.
Live now.
Live. Manifest your destiny.
Live today.
Bye.
Bye.